Oh my star! Hey, it's me again. Kiss. Anyways, I will admit I don't have an intro planned. I don't even know what we're going to do in regards of things such as that nature. But I'm glad to be back. It is going to take me a while to get used to being on a camera because it's like I've never done it before. But today we're going to be talking about the first few days of school. We went to school on a Thursday, which is weird. So I only have 2 days to talk about. But I still think they're worth sharing because I know everyone is waiting for part 2 of Miss Kizz. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. The girl tried to press me. Yeah, she tried to press me. So I figured, let me tell y'all about the first few days of school to kind of prep y'all for part 2. Because I'm like, girl, if you think part 1 is bad, you must not have met her big sister part 2. Okay, so let's talk about our first day of school, Thursday. First off, side note, y'all like this little setup? Because my first video, I used my tablet, so now I'm using my phone. I had to prop her up with all of these things, but let me know, do y'all like old quality, my tablet, or this quality, the cellular device? Let me know down there in the comments. Okay, so boom, let's talk about Thursday. Okay, so boom, let's talk about Thursday, aka first day of, what is it? Sophomore year, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
First day of sophomore year. I give it, hold on, I'm finding it.
Be nice. I'm finding it. It take you that long to find it? It does.
I think I give it like a 3 out of 10. You know, it was the first day, so nothing really happened. Which is kind of the bad part, kind of the sad part. Nothing really happened. But my outfit was nice. Look at this outfit. Clap. But there are a few notable things that I can tell y'all about Thursday. Like I said, Miss Kizz tried to clock me. Not necessarily on the first day, but what happened on the first day leads into her trying to get me. So I'm in cheer this year, and she happened to be in like the little meetings we did towards the end of the year last year and over the summer. So naturally in our first period, I was like, hey, Miss Kizz, do we have cheer today? You know, because I didn't see any other of the girls who were in cheer, and I wanted to know if we had cheer. She goes like these. And with that, I'm like, oh. And I proceeded not to talk to her for the rest of the day. But, you know, our homegirl Bonnie, she tried to talk to her and she gave her the same treatment. So, obviously, you know, we knew she was a done deal. I'm sorry, like the first day was so lackluster. So I feel like this is kind of a waste of a video, but we gotta get this content out here. Because a lot of y'all are hunting me down about part 2. I'm trying to get everything out the way so that we can get that part 2 going. So that happened, and a lot of other major players in the story times and whatnot were seen on this day, on Thursday, and I'd say the atmosphere was very hollow for me because I came in thinking that I was going to be moving to a different school, but I didn't. I stayed on the planet that I was supposed to. So it was like a little awkward, and on top of that, a lot has changed from 9th up to sophomore. So a lot of the people that we used to hang out with, we didn't talk to, and a lot of the dynamics shifted per se. But anywho, let's get to our girl Friday. Let's look at the outfit, shall we? Real nice. You see them shoes? Shout out to my mother. She picked out the majority of those things. Yeah. Okay. On Friday, it was very different. Like I said, Miss Chris tried to clock me. So going to my first period, because we have first period together, she stopped me and she tried to confront me, heavy on the confront me, about the little video, you know, about the stuff that happened in Sacramento. Pretty much she was big mad about it, you know, and she was like, I can't believe you have the audacity to talk to me on the first day. I'm choosing to be very vague about this so that I can tell you all this in full detail in part 2 of Miss Chris. But I was like, all I did was ask you if we had cheer. That really wasn't even really much of a conversation. It didn't really much go anywhere because you ignored me. I got the memo when you ignored me. But that is a story for another day. I'm gonna keep y'all waiting. Other than that, the day was still kind of boring, but one interesting thing, we'll see where this goes, is in my 5th period, I sit next to Butterfly. For those who know who Butterfly is, y'all know who Butterfly is and what happened with Butterfly. For those who don't, you'll find out soon who this Butterfly is. So yeah, those were my first 2 days. It's really not really much to talk about. I just needed a conversation starter. I think as the year goes on, a lot more things are going to escalate a little bit more quickly. I just have this gut feeling. And if it gets big enough, I'll come and tell y'all about it. Because y'all are my girls. Y'all are my daughters. 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. You know? Yeah. Girl, I blanked out. I found it. All right. Now, one thing I do want to talk about is, let's get to the nitty and gritty of what I do want to talk about is the future of Casanova Lockhart. What's she gonna do? Who she is? What do you expect to see on this here channel? Be so honest with you, sweetheart. I don't really know. I don't. I know a lot of people don't say that, or, you know, they have a concise plan. I don't, not really, but I have an idea of what I want to do. I want to do little sit downs, you know, talks like this. You, me, T, or water. You know, like story times, girly talks, you know, and even just talking about the stuff that's going on in the world. Because trust me, there are things that are going on in this world that are crazy.
This is fine.
I know y'all see him. I know y'all see him. But, yeah, stuff like that. But also, those who have stuck around, like, on the early days of this channel, when this planet was just now growing, and she was just now starting her little ecosystem. The drawings, you know, drawing. Guys, I hear something. Clock it. Clock that T. There's been an intermission, y'all. It is my new backpack. We're gonna do a little mini unboxing before I continue talking about what we were talking about, because I want to see the backpack and y'all probably want to see it too. So yeah. Oh my god, it's big, bigger than I expected. Oof. Okay. Let's open this one. So many layers, just like me. Yeah, we got us a Bowser backpack. I figured it would be very, 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 very cool because juxtaposition of all the stuff that I'm wearing is very much so nerdy, but you could be a nerd and cunty at the same time, I do believe. But do y'all like? I think it looks nice. I'm gonna be right back and see if all my stuff can fit in it. Okay, so the good news is I like the backpack. It's real nice. And if you think it's cringy, cringe a little. I feel like the people who don't be cringing a little are so boring and sad inside. The bad news is I had this little thing to put all my stuff in, to put in the backpack. That can't fit. So I just put that stuff in here. But it looked good, you know? Yeah. Whew. It's really hot, guys. But, yeah. Everyone say thank you to my mom for that gorgeous backpack. If you don't, I will find you. It's as simple as that. Now, like I was saying about the channel, like I said, you know, I'm thinking, you know, like story times, sit downs where it's just you, me, and the tea or the water. I'm also thinking, you know, the usual, like I said, for the people who've been around since the start of this planet, you know, like speed paints, drawings, little doodles here and there, projects. I also had this fun idea where, you know, some of my thumbnails are drawn, you know. I think that's a perfect way to blend all that stuff together. But like I said, given I don't really know, you know, what's the staple of the channel, I think it would be fun if I tried a little bit of everything, you know, like that gaming scene, you know, the drawing scene, the camera-to-camera scene. It's gonna be an adventure, and y'all are going to have to sit through it with me and suffer along with me, or celebrate along with me. Could go either way. But yeah, I think that's it for now. To that commenter, I know who you are, who wanted the short video. You got it, okay? You got it. Here. Everyone say thank you to him. Here's your short video. But definitely stay tuned for Miss Chris Part 2. I know everyone has been with the pitchforks ready to destroy me about this Part 2, but I'm just really making sure that we can stay on track with it, because to be honest, I know everyone was saying like the first video was nice and whatever, but I think it would be a lot better with staying on track. So that's what I'm trying to focus on with Part 2. And that one's definitely might be a little longer because there's a lot that goes into it. But for now, this intercom talk has been pleasant, and y'all stay safe in this solar system, and I love y'all to the stars and back, and I'll see y'all around.